Throughout the development of Black cinema, Black representation has been the foundation of perceptions in media and reality from the beginning of time. From Birth of a Nation all the way to Get Out, the representations of Black people has fluctuated over time. Between the Uncle Toms, the present day Coons, and the tragically untragic mulattoes, this analysis is focused on the positive and negative representations of African Americans in the 90s era of film. The main themes discussed during this time period primarily center around Black love and family life. In this scene, Justice meets Lucky's daughter Keisha, and after seeing her hair, Justice makes a few witty remarks to Lucky before taking her daughter to the chair. Upon seeing this exchange of dialogue and subtle looks between the two, Justice and Lucky, Jesse and another customer begin talking about the two and how they make a cute couple and how she's not wearing black anymore. The camera then shifts back to Justice and Keisha on the other side of the shop, figuring out what type of hairstyle she will receive. And at this moment, Lucky looks up with joy in his eyes as his daughter and his true love are bonding. And you can almost see the glimmer in his eyes as he decides in his mind that at this very moment, not only for himself, but his daughter, that Justice was indeed the one. This scene shows both the outward affection that is common in love stories with the gazes and playful banter, but goes in depth with the complexities of Black love. It shows how Black love doesn't just mean lusting over someone merely because of how they look or what they can do, but Black love is about unconditional love and supporting your partner in whatever they try to accomplish, whether that may be by being honest about oneself or simply supporting their hopes and dreams like how Lucky eventually did. Or by showing your love for not only that significant other, but also their children and being open about post trauma like Justice did. It also shows a bit how social circles can play a role in Black love, with her boss finally being proud of Justice for finally digging out of her depressive state of long term grief.
Lucky, what have you done with this child's head?
None.
It's just what it looked like, too. Come on, baby. Let me fix your hair.
My hair look fine.
Come on. It's a mess.
Yeah, I guess my assumption was right.
And they ain't wearing black no more either.
They make an all right couple, but he's not my type.
Kinda cute though.
Nice nose.
There's a few things we could do with your hair. We can put some ponytails in it, some huge flower ribbons, or barrettes. Or we can put some big curls in it, big locks. Which way would you like it?
Curls.
You like the curls? The curls, okay. You go to school, Keisha?
Yeah.
Dude, you like school?
Yeah.
What's your teacher's name?
Mrs. Fraser.
Miss Fraser.
I heard from a friend today, and she said you were in town. Suddenly the memo.
The scenes selected from Love Jones focus on the heightened emphasis on sexual intimacy in premarital sexual relationships. The main focus on both scenes is the value or lack thereof of value in relationships themselves. After the first date, the first initial intimate interaction, both parties allowed themselves to succumb to sexual desire and emotion and slip into temptation. The value of the first date has slipped away. Courting is no longer a thing. We go to dinner and get straight to business. All play, no love. The conversation between Nina and Sheila strategically conveys this concept. In the midst of common girl talk, Nina finally spills the beans about her encounter with Darius. Sheila's first response was, "You're a hoe." The black female aspect of a relationship is portrayed as a whore, even if the male showed his initial advances. However, the black man is looked at as a pimp or a player and is rewarded, applauded, and praised for his actions. Darius shows strong appreciation for the physical, mental, and emotional beauty of the black woman. He is infatuated with the body of the black woman, but the beauty, not just the curvature. Hollywood is the complete opposite of Darius when it comes to his approach and views of women. However, looking at Hollywood's overly sexualized attitude allows you to appreciate the beauty of black women in certain film fixtures. The camera angles allows the audience to feel as though they are in the films with the actors. The constant switching between characters creates the feeling of being in the loop of conversation.
I'm getting you. And you weren't even gonna tell me. You ain't slick. You can't keep that kind of shit from me.
I can't believe you fucked him on the first date.
How? How? Me and Darius, we are just kicking it.
What are you talking about here? What, you think she's your soulmate?
Hardly. I just said the sex was good, that's all. You know, this ain't no love thing. Just kicking it.
As the scene opens, Mother Joe's oldest grandson, Ahmad, begins to narrate an explanation of the roles of each family member and the practices of their weekly Sunday dinners. Within this clip, we are able to witness three things: the importance of family matriarch, the practice of tradition, and the variety of extended family. In the past, characters in the film who looked similar to Mother Joe were depicted as the stereotype of a mammy, a loyal servant to a white character. This film puts an end to that stereotype by reclaiming her as someone of importance with power and a well-respected figure in the family. This role is common today in the close-knit black family and is usually taken on by the eldest maternal figure. Next, the variety is extended family. When families are shown in films, they typically consist of those in the immediate family. However, Soul Food takes a different turn, allowing viewers to witness the gathering of the extended family. This representation in the film is essential because it displays the common reality of many black families today, and this allows those viewers to personally connect with the film, making comparisons between the cast and their own families. Lastly, we see the practice of tradition. This clip shows how the practice of culture and tradition works to unify the black family and strengthens the relationships found amongst relatives and allows blacks to have something tangible to claim uniquely as theirs.
Part of the reason we were such a tight family is because we always had Sunday dinners at Big Mama's. They were a tradition that started down in Mississippi when the old folks got together after church to talk smack and chow down on some good old soul food. And Big Mama kept the tradition going when she and Granddaddy moved to Chicago. Holidays, of course, were bigger. More folks, more eats, more souls, more soul food. People would be rolling in from all over, like Uncle Remus, who was always hitting folks up for $2 because he was always broke. Before Granddaddy died, he used to own a barbershop, corner store, and a laundromat. Not bad for a black man in those days. Because of that, rumor has it Mama Joe's got a big stash of loot in the way somewhere. But Mama says that's nothing but a myth.
Fresh is a young boy who carries himself like a mature man. In this scene, Fresh is playing chess with his father. He lives with his aunt and cousins and isn't supposed to be seeing his father, but they often meet up at the park to play a game of chess. Fresh just witnessed a double murder in which a girl he had a crush on was innocently murdered. His father notices that he does not have his mind on the game and gives him advice that is merely advice for the game, but can also be applied to life. We do not know why Fresh doesn't live with his father, but we cannot condemn his father as a deadbeat because we see his father teaching him how to play. The camera angles in this scene display rear side shots that move back and forth from Fresh to his father, allowing us to see the background and their surroundings.
Where you at? If your mind is somewhere else, then pick your ass up and take it over there and keep it company. I'm not having my time wasted by some half-assed fish cake opponent today. Take the last move back. In fact, take back the last three. hoarding. You're playing each piece like losing it hurts. This ain't checkers. You want my king. You got to come get my king. All these other pieces are just a means to do it. Every time you make a good run at me, I just threaten your queen and back you go. You're treating her like she's the last lady on earth. Your queen is just a pawn with a lot of fancy moves, nothing more. When you see you playing a man who feels naked without his lady, use her. Jump in there and take her. Tease her, threaten her, and he won't be able to think about his game anymore. That's when you make your real move.
This film is a coming-of-age story about a young black girl growing up in Brooklyn, New York. In this scene, Troy is outside on a stoop with a group of girlfriends playing in each other's hair. This scene is significant because it shows Troy's hair and how it is used to symbolize personal growth and sense of identity. Hair is important to Troy's character throughout the film, but especially at the beginning of the film when she has braids, a style known to last a long time. This made it easier for her mother to maintain, and braiding is also used as a bonding moment between mother and child. Troy later visits her aunt in the South, who immediately takes the braids out and uses a hot comb to straighten her hair. During the same time of the film, Troy's mother is hospitalized and Troy begins to get homesick. The term good hair is used again as her aunt unknowingly instills a false sense of hope that straightening Troy's hair will make everything better. After Troy comes back to Brooklyn and attends her mother's funeral, she is sporting an afro used to signify freedom and personal growth.
It looks funny.
It looks stupid.
So look at yours.
At least mine don't look all funny like yours.
Well, at least mine isn't standing on my head, sticking straight out and like the tops.
I don't know whose Topsy is, but boys I know they look stupid and I can't stand.
I can't stand you either.
Why don't you sit down with your old black self?
I'm black and I'm proud.
She got good hair. She got Peter Rican hair.
I ain't that hot man. Stop touching me ugly.
Don't you be calling my sister ugly. I'll slap you with it next week.
You're not gonna slap nobody next week, alright, stupid?
Minnie, why don't you get off my stoop? You think you're so pretty.
I can't stand you either, Minnie. Think you're so cute.
So later for you, you think you so cute.
Come on, y'all. Who wants to jump rope?
I don't.
Wait.
I don't wanna play.
I do. Wait. We playing all Brennan Captain. Y'all turn it. Why you always gotta tell us what to do? I know, right? I'm older now. Don't give me no lip. Let's go.
Yeah. Minnie and Troy, I get in the middle because I can't jump in.
Yes, we can.
Oh, shut up and just get in the row.
To conclude, these films paved the way for millennial family movies and Black love films to follow. This analysis focused on the positive and negative representations of African Americans in the 90s era of film and executed the significance of film themes discussed during this time period.